I did it. I finally reached 1400. And it's not clickbait. I actually did it in only 69 games. I know, funny number. But I didn't realize until I was in game 68. And I was looking at my stats, and I was like, well, how many games have I done and how far have I gotten? Sure enough, I need about, what, 8 more elo to get to 1400. But then I also realized I was 68 games in, which means if I won this last 69th game, I could officially put on my YouTube title, I reached 1400 plus in just 69 games. And so, with stress, butt cheeks clenched, I went into that 69th game. And I won. Starting with game number 5. I'm playing black, and I just go for the center, and it turns into a kind of a non-advanced Karakhan. I don't really know what this is. Oh, it's kind of like a Karakhan, but he played, what's this, E3 before, and then a knight F3, yes. But so far so good. I just keep developing. I take because if I don't, he takes, and he has 3 attackers. Remember, always count. So 3, and it's only defended once, so I kind of have to take. And I could move back, but there's not a really good square that I would like to go to. Plus, he could just keep harassing my bishop. So I just took and solidified center. Developed this knight here to D7 because I want to get rid of this knight. It's really annoying. It's all up in my grill. It's attacking all these squares. So really of a monster knight, but easily booted out, so didn't mind it too much. Sure enough, takes, and now I'm the only one with a piece developed. His queen's technically developed, but I mean he just did his castle. Kind of passive on his side to break the center. Perfect. Back up. Perfect. He attacks it. Attacking what? This? Yes, he could try to come here. He can't even, because the bishop is defending. So what's he gonna do? I would have probably, I don't know, push this pawn in the center instead. Let me see. What does it say? Oh yeah, look. C4. Ah, see, try to break the center. Best move. But he played this, so now black's slightly better. Me. Now, I'm happy. I don't care. I'm black. Castles. And so he finally played C4. But I guess he just wanted to prepare it. But it didn't really matter. So I just take. I could have taken with the knight. But then I can't. So as a matter of fact, I can't. So I took with the pawn. Eyeing up this square here. This might be good. Playing a knight in there, although it can be booted out by was it F3? But he moves his knight there. Probably want the rook here on this open file, and then this will be able to. I'll be able to take this. But I connect both rooks. Oh, oops! I connect both the rooks, so now they see each other and they are defending each other. He keeps pushing pawns. I guess he wants to fianchetto his bishop. Don't really care. Take, and then defend my knight like this. Double up. Takes. Nothing. Just a bunch of trades. Nothing too tactical. Now it's just knight and queen versus knight and rook and queen versus rook and queen. He has 2 pawns on the queen side. Yeah, on the queen side, I have 2 pawns on the queen side. Both of us have a pawn in the center, although I have an isolated queen's pawn. What that means, no clue. I don't know the actual strategy behind it, but we'll see. So he doubles up on it, piles up on it. Also, he's attacking my pawn, so I should defend it. I could have gone here instead. If I went here, but now he can go here. I don't know. Might be a little tricky. Goes here. Don't care. I just keep pushing pawns. Keep pushing pawns. Because right here, I can't take. I'll lose everything basically. I'll be down a rook. He'll be up a rook. I'll be down nothing. He'll be up a rook. I'll have no pieces. Look, I'll show. Takes. Bam. And I'm out of pieces. And if I don't take, or yeah, if I don't take, like I did, he goes here. Oof. It's pretty bad too. What would he do here? What if he takes here? Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I didn't care. I just kept pushing my pawns. I'll get to him first before. And since he took, didn't matter. I keep pushing, take. I attack. Why? Because if he takes here, I take this with check, and if he comes back, he won't be able to. So say this, right? Or if he doesn't come back and he moves here, I'll just keep harassing him. What can I do? I don't take this. Oof, bad idea. Anyway, I had something planned, but he didn't do that. I moved. I can still take with check, so it doesn't matter. Check, take, check, move. Just move up, and I lose my queen here. But it appears I went on time. How much time? I think he disconnected. But realistically, no, it says he timed out. Yeah, he disconnected. But since it's already in the game, it counts as just losing on time. So there's that. Kind of anticlimactic. Kind of lost my queen there, but oh well. A win's a win, right? The closer I get to 1400, the happier I am. So can't complain. E4, best by test. Bobby Fischer, thank you. What? One game. There's 4 games left. Okay. E4, E5, Knight F3. Again, this is so common. I don't know why. I don't know which grandmaster out there recommended it, because I see this a lot. D4, instantly. This is very popular. Sometimes I see this, or when the knight moves. Typically this, although I still take. Oops, my move. Right? Then quickly develop. Stuff like that. Anyway, he didn't do that. He moved his bishop here. If he takes, I take back with the pawn, so that if he takes back in the center, this still has them so that I can't castle. But he didn't. So I defend the pawn. Although, if he takes. Actually, no. Takes. Rather take. Then takes. Bam. Can move forward. He can go here. Doesn't really do much. There you go. And then eventually I'll go here and I'll castle. A little bit of theory for you guys. If I defend, I don't have to worry about this pawn. Defended. This pawn's defended. So I just keep developing. He castles. Now I'm scared because if he takes, he'll be attacking my queen. So I move my bishop to defend this pawn, which just defended more. And also if he takes, I can take back and I don't have to worry about it. He moves. He could have taken the bishop, but I would just take back with the pawn. Now my center has 2 pawns compared to his having nothing. He wouldn't have anything. So I guess he decided that wasn't a good idea. So he came back, attacked my bishop, mostly attacking this pawn. So I just defended it again. Castles. Now there's really no danger. I'll eventually move over to b1. Always a useful move. But he takes. I take with the queen to not ruin the pawn structure, so I can keep my pawns together. So eventually I can push f4, e5, and just go down the board. He goes here. This is dangerous because, you know, he could play here if I'm not careful. Say I play a move like this. Bam! It's over. So be careful about that. Diagonals. That's why king b1 is always a very useful move. I didn't play that because I could just fork them both. And so he can move a rook in. And he does that. I just defend it. Or I just defend this pawn again. So if he, takes, nothing happens. So, and plus this is defended by the queen, and so the center, now I have a good center, and his piece is still under attack. So he moves, I check, take, and now I can take the piece. Right, that's why I checked. I'm like, why did I check? Because as soon as you check, he either moves, or he blocks, whatever he blocks with, and I mean, is this better? What's a better move? Nope, not a good move. What's a good move? This. Ooh, I like that. Computer doesn't like it at all. Okay, let's see. What if he had moved knight here? Bishop takes. Rook takes. Queen takes a7. Takes. Rook takes d1. Queen takes f4 check. Move. So he takes here. Oh, that's me. Okay. So basically, he has to move somewhere. Bishop d6. Why can't I do this? Ah, because it covers. Yes. Then takes. Why would you take with this? Oof. Yeah, that's not looking too good. What? Anyway, it's winning, basically. That's what it's saying. Just take, and then this pawn here is hanging. It's been hanging the whole time. But he didn't play this. He played this, which is, I wouldn't say worse, but he's still losing. So I can just take, and well, it'll be made if he doesn't take or something. So he takes, and now I take the knight, free knight. I attack his queen, although I realize now I blundered my my bishop here. But I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see what would happen here. Take. Oh, and mate. Right. So this, and any move that isn't here, would be mates. Not a good move. Lose pretty much most of my advantage. Move here. Attack his bishop. Attack his bishop. Move up. Free pawn. Takes my pawn. Another pawn. Apparently this was horrible for me, probably because of what? Because of this? No. What was I supposed to be scared of? Bishop b5. Why can't I just take? Oh, it's because of this. Say take here, here. Oof. Yeah, that would have been bad. Okay. Playing too fast. I'm up a minute. Oh, I got mated. Is that even better? What's here? C4. Yeah, so I lost. Anyway, that's 2 games, 3 more to go. E4, Queen's Gambit. No, this is the John Bartholomew special. Scandinavian, right? This is one of the new lines, the modern, I think, something like that. I just keep developing. Attack his queen. I could have attacked his queen again, but you just take here. Takes. Actually, it's probably not good for him. 1, 2, 3. No, it's still even. But I didn't play that. I just defended here. Attack. Although, could have just gone here. No, because the queen's right there. Yeah, I guess not. But I tried to be fancy. I knew he would castle. But I castled. Now, my queen's under attack in the sense that if this pawn... Well, not really, because it's defended by the knight. So I don't really have any problems here. But it can get very dicey because there's this opposition of his rook to my queen, and we don't want that. So he takes, I take. Can I take? I can. And if he takes, I take back, and he takes, and I defend his pawn in the center. So it's all these calculations here. He has to take my queen. It's a check. I have to take it. One, because it's hanging, and I can. And he just took my queen. I took his queen, but now he takes my rook, or my knight. I always say rook instead of knight. I don't know why. But c4, explosive, defending d4, d5, pin his knight to the, finally set it right, pin his knight to his rook, attacks my knight, I just take his knight, yes, and then I don't care because if he takes my knight, free pawn, and he does, so free pawn, come back, looks a little scary, but don't care, trade, and solidify this pawn chain. I make love because I want to put my rook here on the second to defend all my pawns in the meantime. But I need to move up, see? And now I can't. Takes. Move up. I gotta have a king. Takes. And it's fine. Not really. I'm actually losing. And right now, I'm just moving my pawns. I don't want him to move up forward, so I move a pawn. Now this is defended. He can't move here, can't move here. And I defend all this, right? Push the pawn. I don't want to run out of pawn movements, so I'm going one by one. Bam. Bam. Takes. Boom. Apparently, this was a blunder or something. Why? What was he supposed to do? King d5. And then he goes here. And I lose my pawn. Yeah. So I blundered here. It was a draw. Oh, I had to go here. No, it's still a draw. Oh, here. So if he goes here, I can go here because this is defended. Goes back, I go back, I go back, I go back. Because what I did here allowed him to get this sort of opposition. Well, definitely the opposition, but he didn't, so I moved. Is this what happened? It was. But then I get up. Win a pawn. And proceed to promote. Don't let him promote. Takes my pawn, free pawn. Now that pawn is stuck there. And he resigns. So really, it was my opponent who blundered here in the endgame. He was winning, but he didn't know how. It was a draw, frankly, and then I gave him the win, and he gave it back. It's kind of him, but don't do that. Highly not recommended, unless you're playing me, of course, in which case, go for it. I don't care. I mean, I do care, and I win. He resigned. Perfect. What's this, third game? Yeah, 2 more games. Perfect. D4, D5, Queen Gambit, not accepted. Decline, because I'm not taking that. But kind of like a Caro-Kann. At least that's how I think of it. Because it's the C6, D5, except I start with D5. Just in case he plays E4, in which case then it's just a Caro-Kann, and then advanced, or an exchange, or a fantasy, or one of these. Should be here. Wow. This is equal. It's close. I didn't even know this theory. Anywho, didn't play any of that. This is one of these Queen's Gambit structures. Pin his knight to his queen with the bishop. You know, this is very typical. This is the thing that I like about the system, which is kind of like a system, although it's a Caro-Kann. It has to be with E4. It's D4, so it technically can't be a Caro-Kann. But I play it like I played a Caro-Kann. I just get the knight out, then the bishop out, then I close the center like that. And especially in 1 minute, that's why I'm like over 1700 in 1 minute. You just boom, 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 boom. You can pretty much pre-move boom, 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 takes, because they typically goes into a Caro-Kann, typically E4, and that helps. And for this, apparently, still pretty good. Now, this is completely undefended, pinned. He's gonna have to waste the move to defend it. I pile up on it. I keep piling up on it. And I castle. Don't have to worry about it. If I take, pawn. I think this is the one where I kind of messed up. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Because I take here. I realize my queen's pretty much stuck. I have to either get out now or risk it for the biscuit. Because look at that. Yeah, my queen's gone. Basically, it's stuck there. I can't get it out. But while I'm at it, might as well get a knight. Boom. Now I have a bishop, knight, and rook for a queen. And then just rook. Which, if you ask me, you have the diagonals of the queen, the horizontal and vertical of the queen, and then you have a knight. So combined, it's probably better than the queen. And well, as the computer says, it is. It's 1.1 for me, right? Although, am I up a pawn? I am up a pawn, so there's that. So it evaluates it equal. Well, 1.1, 1 for the pawn, and then 0.1 for these pieces. Now, do I know this for sure? No, but can I guess? Yeah. So I just get out of there. I want to maintain these pieces, obviously, or else if I lose any of these pieces, I'm pretty much done for. Not really, because as we see, if I remember correctly, I eventually trade off a rook for a rook. I think he sacked the exchange. Yeah. So now I'm up the exchange, although now it's 2 rooks and bishop for a queen, which in my opinion, and as the game shows, and the evaluation bar shows, it's better, right? I mean, if you think about it, 2 rooks, even just 2 rooks, sometimes they're better than just a queen, but 2 rooks plus a bishop, plus even material, I'd say it's a lot better. So I keep harassing him. I bring my bishop out of under his pawns because I don't want him there. I don't want it in this area here because it doesn't really have scope. But on the outside of the pawn chain, I can attack it from the base, which is the perfect plan. Now this pawn's under attack, and it's gonna be lost. You can't save it, so I take it. Now I'm up a pawn. I have 2 rooks and a bishop. This is the last game. No, second to last game. Okay, I got scared. Defend the pawn again. Also defend the second ring because I don't want his queen getting in. So everything's defended. So I can start pushing the pawn. Rotate back. Don't care. Slowly making progress. That pawn is protected by my bishop, and it can never be booted unless he wants to sack a queen, in which case he's completely lost. I mean, he's already losing, so I just keep attacking his queen, winning time. I attack it again. I defend both of my rooks. I have no back rank problems, and I start pushing the pawn. Pushing the pawn, pushing the pawn. Take. I finally brought the bishop back because I want to protect here in case he takes. You just take and not worry about this being this can't be attacked anymore. This is blocked here. If he moves here, he can't. He moves away from it so that he can. I just keep pushing. So it's winning. But I want to take here so I can take here and I'll block it. Now this will forever be a liability. It's a backward pawn, so it's not defended by anything to its left or to its right. And it has to be defended by the queen, by the king, and the queen is pretty much stuck. Trying to prevent this pawn from promoting. And so eventually, with literally 3 pawns on 1, I'll eventually either boot his king out of the way so I can take this pawn and take the other pawn, or I'll just promote, or just promote on this side. So basically, winning on all sides of the board, plus 16. So he's pushing, and I just blunder. I don't blunder the pawn as much as I just need to move my rooks. They have to get active, right? They can't just be stuck there defending that pawn. It's the problem became, or the problem came from my rook being attacked, while at the same time defending. I could have tried this. That probably would have worked to double up on the rank instead of the file. But it's just I'm up. What is it? I'm already up 2 pawns. I can get rid of 1 pawn and then completely shift over my advantage to the king side, and that's what I do. And that's what you have to realize. Sometimes, like, okay, is it really worth it keeping that 1 pawn? But it also pretty much makes my rooks useless, right? Because my rooks right now are defending each other and defending that pawn. But is that pawn really going to promote right now? It can't, right? I can't really get away to defend the square, to get a rook there or anything to be able to push the pawn. So forget about it. Move the rooks over. I don't have mate problems. And just win. I finally moved up with check. He checks me, but I always want to protect this square. And this diagonal is perfectly protected by my bishop, so this queen will never check me. There's no other rooks to protect the back rank and get me stuck in this corner. So right now, I'm winning. Right, I've been winning, but now I'm even more winning. Finally, I mean, the coordination is insane. Now, mind you, I have 31 seconds, but I gotta slowly but surely find a way to place my pieces in a way that actually works. Here, he lost on time, but I mean, what can you do? Check, attack his queen. Queen's gonna move. Then this pawn falls, and now it's 3 on 0, and then I might end up here, doubling up. That pawn's gone. I don't care about this pawn anymore. Or maybe even, I don't know, I'll win. But he didn't. He didn't do anything, so he lost on time. And I won. Perfect. Next and last game. This is the 69th game. Exactly the 69th game that got me to 1400. 1401, I think. Yeah, 1401. And so I was here nervous. It has to be a strong opponent. It has to be over 1400 because I was under 1300. Or 1400. I was like 13, I don't know, I was down 7-8 points, but I got 9 points at the end because he was so high rated. I was like, what was that, 1392, 93 maybe, 7, something like that, right? I needed points. I didn't need 2 points, someone near my rating. I needed like 8 points, right? Sure enough, I faced off of 1405, and I was 1401 at the end of this. So definitely a nice discrepancy, because if I win, I'll get enough points, and I won. As you see by 1401, and also showed stats to prove this is in fact 69 games. Although I probably should put that at the beginning as well. So he played this knight f3. I don't know, it's the bird opening or something. Don't care. I just play in the center, right? Okay, I'm kind of going fast, but d4. I defend it. Probably should have gone here. Goes here. I can defend it here. Castles. Oh, sorry. Give him good moves. Start attacking. Right? He doesn't really have anywhere here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can go here. Which apparently is decent. And just keep developing. But I didn't. Again, love this card construction. Mostly because that's what I'm familiar with more than anything. So I keep developing. Probably should have stayed here, realizing his knight would go here to prevent his knight from moving forward. And he's gotten his bishop out, pawns out, like the Caro-Kann structure I use. But I didn't. Didn't matter in the end. I defend it, and he attacks his bishop. Do I want to move it here, open up the rook, and avenues to his king, queen here, castles, and he's done for? No, I didn't. I just brought the bishop back. Finally developed. Here, not only did I solidify the center, now both pieces are both pawns are in the center, and I'm pretty advanced compared to him. His pawn's gonna have a lot of trouble going forward. But I also defend the knight with the queen, so I don't have to take with the pawn. So he takes, I take with the queen. He moves back. He's attacking this pawn. Don't care. Defend it again. Now it's 3 times defended. This pawn's under attack, but again, oh, I did care. I was like, here, because now his queen can't attack this, because this is defended. Oh, this diagonal is defended. This is defended. This is all defended. He could have gone here, but I just castle. Right? Say he goes here. Boom. Never mind. Apparently that's a blunder. Why? Knight d2. Knight d2. What about this? Oh! Why can't he just take it right now? He can. That's why I can't do that, because that's a blunder. But I would have just gone back. So he comes back, then I castle, and we're set. Okay. I'm like, why is that a blunder? Oh, he completely takes my rook, or my knight. Always say rook instead of knight. Knight takes my knight. Anyway, he moves back. So I castle. He's finally moving forward. Put my rook on the open file. Don't want to move this rook, still around my king. This rook hasn't been doing anything. Paul Morphy style. Everything's in the attack. This bishop's pretty much dead. Doesn't look at much. Defended, 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 defended. Although this is, he can go here technically. Rook isn't doing anything. Stuck here. Oh, bishop hasn't moved. This rook's here is fine. This knight's fine, fine, fine. King's safe. So not too bad, not too shabby. But I have rook on the open. Both bishops are out, pointing towards his king, right? And I have center control. I will say this knight, not the best placed, but hopefully we'll get it back into the attack very soon. And just like that, see, that's another tip that I have. Don't make moves that help your opponent. Like right now, this knight is out of the game. So he attacks it. Where am I going to move it? Can't move it here, here. Only move to the center. And if you attacked it again, I would have had to move it again. And then I would have just gone over here. Now all my pieces are over here. Oops. I already said I won, so not too much of a spoiler. Oh, okay. So I can bring it back. This is that move I was talking about. So I just move out the way. Perfect. But this bishop's just hanging there. That'll become a liability if this knight ever gets booted or exchanged and this is still attacked. So that's a problem. So I just attack it and then moved out. So didn't really do much. But now nothing can land here, like a knight, because what if he moves back and then puts a knight here? It can be good. Although he can't sack here, but the queen will take, so it'll be fine. Moves the knight back. Look at this. All his pieces are on the back rank. All my pieces are here, where they ought to be. So I stop any movement on this side. This is undefended by the pawn, but defended twice by the bishop and the rook. So this can take. Oof. Can he? No, 1. No. Yeah, I mean, perfect. So no blunder here. I could have taken en passant, but I didn't because I still want both pawns in the center. And if he closes the center, well, first of all, his bishop is now useless. He blocked it by his own pawn, so he can't move this, and he has to go here. But this is defended by my queen, so this bishop has been rendered useless by himself. So even though it's 0.2 advantage, so I'm better, but barely better. I'm a lot better, especially at 1400. His bishop has no scope. If his knight comes back in, where's it gonna go? It can't go anywhere. It's gonna go this way. Why? The attack's not here. This is completely solid. And once this gets out of the way, and this moves out of the way, whatever, this will be defended as well. So basically, he ruined his own position. This is still defended, completely defended now. And now this bishop can't move. This bishop has no scope. This knight is pretty much stuck. Why do you move it back here? Just to move it back, so he's losing tempo. His rook's here, that's fine. His queen has no mobility either. It kind of does, but not as much as a queen should have, like mine. Mine can just in the center of the board. But to each their own. If he wants to lose, fine by me. 69 games, 1400. So he goes for this. Okay. I go for this. Takes. Attacks it. Boom. Here's the thing. Just because something is attacked doesn't mean you have to move it, right? I don't know about this. My queen's kind of far, but I am attacking these pawns, so it's a trade-off. Then this pawn will be attacked if I take here, just in case. Pretend like that's not there, you know. But that's attack. So I guess that's why I did it. Also here, what I was saying was, if they attack your piece, you don't have to move it. It's like, I think it was Manuel Lasker who said it, right? Previous World Chess Champion, probably like 3rd, 4th World Chess Champion. If you find a good move, find a better one. Why do I have to move when I can simply pin his knight? It's even stronger, because now he can't move that knight at all, and it becomes a liability. Therefore, he goes here, I take, because then his queen's attacked. Say he takes here, loses this, takes here, and I just come back. No, what's a better move? Queen c2. I wouldn't play that, but he probably wouldn't play the best move if I move here. Anywho, that's not what I played. I did play that. Okay. So he moves his rook because he wants to do something with this bishop. He could take here, and then it'll be attacked. I have to move it. Yada yada. Oops. But I'm not that dumb. Again, kind of similar with that pin. Knight can move that bishop because that other knight, the rook. If it's a rook, I say knight. If it's a knight, I say rook. Anyway, if that rook is undefended because there's 2 attackers, and the king can't take back because, well, he can't because it's defended. So any tactics don't work again. And good thing I saw the bishop move with the knight and pinning it because it got my mind in that same mindset. Yeah, to defend. Now he can move here. But he loses the rook. Brings it here. Yes, defended by the knight. Stay still here. Boom. Oh, yeah. So, can't do that. And he didn't do that. He moves here. So I just take, keep trading. Get my other rook involved. Free pawn. Try to take him with the pawn. Maybe. Did I know that? No. Do I know the difference? Probably not. Want to trade queens? Why not? Attacks my rook. Move here. Boom, boom. Now I'm defended. Defend here. No mate. Right? So basically, I want to get rid of the queens. I'm up a pawn, so in the end game, I'll be better. Also, this is locked in, and this is locked in, so it's not really doing much. I mean, this bishop isn't really doing much, but it's defending the pawn in the center, so I'm good. And I have a knight, which is tricky and jumps around. So, go here, trade. I move in. There's no mate. This is pretty much a draw. Start pushing that pawn. Defend it. Defend it. Move up. Keep moving because if you take, I take back. Defend it. Damn, takes. Boom. I went on time. 10 seconds left. But basically, I was also winning. So I go here because I know he's going to take. Here's the thing. At low levels, low ratings, people love taking. So he took. I take back. He attacks. Guess what? Checks. They also love checks. Useless checks. I can defend. And he takes. Take back. Take. Now it's a white pawn or white bishop on dark squares. So right now, my plan is probably be this. Bam, bam. Now both are defended. Let's draw. Is that work? What works? What's the best? Continuation. Bishop d6. Still draw. Oops. Is that stalemate? No, I can move here. Anyway, it's probably still a draw. But where did it actually end? Here. Draw. Or win. But on time. It was a draw. But hey, it's a blitz. It's a blitz game. Blitz rating. So a win's a win. Even if I have to flag them. And I did. Just like I said. In 69 games, I reached a rating of 14.01. I tried to take it a little serious at the end, and sure enough, I made it. I'm no longer going to play Blitz. I'm going to play Rapid, minimum 10 minutes, because this doesn't help you. It doesn't really do it. But in other news, besides playing Rapid, I finally reached 100 subscribers. So thank you for that. Thank you for watching. If you watch this chess or if you watch my other videos, thank you as well. Hopefully I add another 0 to that, make it 1,000 subscribers, and then keep going from there. But for now, we'll just keep working at it. Keep making videos. I mean, it doesn't really get better than it. Hopefully. Thank you for watching. Take care.